E0113 and E014. Those are the files and petitions, applications before this court. And those are the applications on which this bench has given directions pursuant to this bench being duly constituted. So any other applications which you are talking about, we have not cited them. Maybe they are yet to reach us, but for the purposes of today's hearing, we have these three petitions or applications.
Your Lordship, we are well guided. And perhaps also to state for record that we also appear in E015 in protest. But further to that, Your Lordship, kindly confirm that the number that is now registered in the matter that came from Chirugweya is E015. And that is important, Your Lordship, because of the purposes of administrative transfers of files. Because what was at Chirugweya, Your Lordship, was E015. Does it therefore mean that that file has not yet been integrated into the Nairobi files? And if so, then how do we appear to proceed before you, and how was the matter that we shall raise other issues? Just confirm on the question of the integration of that file with the Nairobi files, because the last file that we have should be 565 as at Friday. Are we dealing with the matter in Chirugweya or in Nairobi?
Yes. Let me deal with that. Lord, for the purpose of A572 of 2024,
That file is
the CJ could not have selectively decided to have only one file before you, my Lord. This is a trial of the judiciary. It is a trial that goes to the root cause of whether there is impartiality.
Mr.
Yes, my Lord.
Mr. Omari,
Yes, my Lord.
the file you are addressing us, we have said, is not before us. And the files which are before this court are the files in which this specific bench has been empaneled.
Thank you, my Lord. Allow me to mourn. Because the questions I'm raising are very pertinent, that there are files selectively brought before you, but there are others.
Mr. Omari, we wouldn't know that because, as you understand, we only deal with matters in which we have been empaneled. We do not empanel ourselves.
Thank you very much. The empanelment authority has heard me loud and clear. Thank you.
My Lord, if you could mourn elsewhere.
My Lord, I had indicated to this honorable court that there will be at least 3 clarifications.
Just a minute, Mr. President.
Get some things right. I want to clarify how these files are before this bench this morning. The 3 files which were filed in Chirugweya, that is 13, 14, and 15 of 2024, had some interim conservatory orders issued by the court. Further to the issuance of those orders, the learned judge made further orders requesting the Honorable Chief Justice to empanel a bench. Those files were transmitted on the basis of that order to the Honorable Chief Justice's office on the 18th of October 2024. On that very day, the Honorable Deputy Chief Justice empaneled this bench to hear those matters. Thereafter, applications were filed online. I think you are all aware that we are operating online. Applications were filed online. When those applications were filed online, those are the ones which this bench gave directions for these matters to appear before us today. That is why you are here, and that is the trail, that is the paper trail as to why we're here this morning. So I reiterate the position taken by the presiding judge that we will not be comfortable dealing with any other file, even if it's related to this file, which we did not give directions for it to appear here today. So I think we can now proceed on the basis of that clarification.
Thank you, Judge.
My Lord,
Just a minute, please.
Perhaps just to add that the numerous other petitions that are coming up, I think the process is ongoing. Maybe not all the files have been transmitted to the bench. Maybe by the time we leave this courtroom, other files will have been transmitted to the bench. But as we speak now, here and now, these are the only files that were transmitted to the bench and in which there are applications where the bench gave directions for hearing today. That is not to say that those are all the petitions there are. We don't even know whether the transmission has been done yet and that we will go back and find list all the other petitioners whose concerns are valid. Perhaps those files will now be for bench format.
yes, my Lord, I believe now I can be able to make the clarifications. We are starting with the immediate background that we need to make these clarifications, and we take into account.
Let us finish with quorum first. There's the quorum
Assuming quorum is-
no, there's a quorum in E013, which was consolidated in Kagwea with E014.